Hello and welcome to Pursuit a Perfect System. My name's Terry Ellis. I'm an audio reviewer and a Dirac Live Calibrator. In this video, I'm doing the review for the iFi Audio xCAN, which is a portable headphone analog amplifier with built-in Bluetooth and DAC. Now, the headphone market is extremely saturated. There are countless offerings at every price point for all tastes, all desires and all fetishes. Despite the stiff competition, at every price point there are certain products that are the markers. They are the reference products or the special ones that everything else gets compared to. And it can take a brave and definitely a confident company to release a product that goes head to head with any of them. In about June of 2018, iFi Audio did just that, and they released their xDSD. The xDSD is a portable headphone amplifier and DAC. It's also designed to be used at home as the DAC as part of a larger HiFi system. Priced at £399, it certainly goes head to head with one of the headphone market's major success stories, the Chord Electronics Mojo. Now, despite both products doing the same thing, i.e. they're both portable headphone amplifiers and DACs designed to be used as DACs as part of a HiFi system, it could easily be argued that the products are aimed at different audio files. The iFi Audio xDSD natively supports DSD files up to 512, which is going to be great news for a lot of audio files. Even better news for other audio files is that it supports MQA out of the box. And as MQA gains more traction out there in the market, this is bound to be an interesting feature for audio files now and going into the future. The xDSD has another ace up its sleeve, and that is it supports Bluetooth connectivity, allowing for a tether-free connection for maximum convenience and flexibility of use. But for other audiophiles who are not interested in MQA and don't really need DSD support on the go, what else is there available to them that's also extremely high quality? In early 2019, iFi Audio released the xCAN, which at first glance may look identical to the xDSD, and with the lower price tag of £299, surely it's just a diluted xDSD, right? Well, completely wrong, actually. While there are some similarities between the two products, there are lots of distinct differences. In a nutshell, the xDSD has been designed as a portable headphone amplifier and DAC, whereas the xCAN was actually designed to be a portable, no compromise, analog headphone amplifier. So the choice between the two of them should be an easy one, except one of the iFi Audio engineers came up with a great idea to include Bluetooth, in which case an internal DAC. Now things get very interesting. There are some important distinct differences between the xDSD and the xCAN I think it's really important to mention. The xDSD features iFi Audio's preferred Burr Brown DAC chipset, which they have been using and engineering great sound quality out of for years. In the xCAN, iFi Audio have chosen to use an ESS Sabre DAC, then add on to it their proprietary digital technologies to get great sound from it. Even though the xCAN is £100 cheaper than the xDSD, it actually features a more comprehensive amplifier section. The amplifier is capable of accepting both single-ended and balanced headphones, and it has 1000 milliwatts or 1 watt of amplifier power, which might not sound like a lot if you're a hi-fi amplifier man, but for headphones 1 watt is a lot of power. So let's take a closer look at the iFi Audio xCAN because it is a bit of a beauty. The casework is made from a magnesium aluminium alloy, which makes it both strong and very light. If you look at the rear of the xCAN, you can see that we've got analog inputs and we've got a USB Type-C connection. Now that is used for powering the xCAN. It doesn't accept any digital signals over USB. You can also see that we've got a slider here underneath the title of X-Bass 2. Now the two options for X-Bass 2 are bass, which has the effect that you might expect a boost to the low end. The other option is called presence. Now this will affect the upper bass and mid-range area, and it's designed to compensate for a lack of that region in certain headphones. I think more certain IEM headphones. The other sound tailoring option is called 3D+. 3D+ is designed to try and improve the soundstage, which is often lacking with a lot of headphones. Now, before you panic, both of these two sound tailoring options are all done within the analog domain. There is no DSP, and I think they're nice features to have, and it's a personal preference thing whether you decide to enable them or not. So that is a closer look at the main features of the xCAN, but what do I think about it? Well, I'm going to cut to the chase and just say I like it. I like it a lot. The first thing I like about it is the chassis. Not only does it look really nice, it feels really nice, and it feels really premium to the touch. I always appreciate things that feel hard wearing and that feel like they're going to last, and this certainly feels like that. Because it's so light, once you put it in your pocket, you will easily forget that it's there, but because of the size of it, you won't forget that it's there and accidentally pull it out of your pocket, dropping it on the floor. On the underside of the xCAN are 4 rubber feet, which might seem insignificant, except when you place the xCAN on a table and think accidentally you might pull a pair of headphones and tug it, it actually provides a lot of resistance, preventing you again from accidentally pulling it onto the floor. That is really simple but nice design inclusion. Another thing I really like about it is when you pause what you're listening to, the sound goes off instantly, but when you press play, the volume gradually increases back to your listening volume, which saves your ears from that blast out sensation when you press play. Again, a simple thing, but a very welcome one. I like the battery life of the xCAN. iFi Audio claim 18 hours of playback using the xCAN purely as a headphone amplifier, and 12 hours playback using it over its Bluetooth. In practice, the xCAN battery lasts. I've used the xCAN a lot, and never once did it catch me out, never once did it let me down. Another nice feature on the rear is a tiny little LED which indicates the battery life. And even once it's in the red, you still get a good amount of playback before it eventually runs out of battery. And while we're talking about the battery, it charges in super fast time. I am not a DAC owner, so the whole time of using the xCAN for this review, I was using its Bluetooth functionality. The Bluetooth has been absolutely rock solid, and the range from the xCAN to my phone has actually been really impressive. Another thing I really like about the xCAN is its sound quality. The first 2 things you notice with the xCAN is its smoothness and its authority. It's an enjoyable, engaging, easy listen. You'll tell straight away the amplifier in the xCAN allows for a very dynamic presentation. Comparing the sound of the xCAN over Bluetooth to plug in headphones straight into my phone, initially the phone seems fuller, richer, more fleshed out. However, after about 30 seconds of listening, you realise that is because the soundstage is about this wide, and all the different elements of the soundstage all layered on top of each other, which creates a false, richer presentation. Going back over to the xCAN, our soundstage width and layering is restored, and it highlights the fact that the xCAN has proper soundstage clarity with nice separation and layering. In fact, I would say the xCAN over its Bluetooth is good enough to fool you into forgetting that you're listening over a Bluetooth connection. The last thing I like about the iFi Audio xCAN is the fact that it gives us that sound quality and level of performance over Bluetooth means that I am completely tether free. It's not forgetting the versatility of something like the xCAN, which allows you to improve the sound from different headphones in different situations. If I was to be ultra critical about the sound quality from the xCAN, I would say its sound quality could do with a little bit more leading edge clarity and a little bit more resolution. Then I have to remind myself that I've been listening over Bluetooth, and that criticism becomes very unfair. So for my final thoughts, I've spent a lot of time with iFi Audio's iDSD Black Label, and with the xCAN I was expecting a similar quality product, and that's exactly what it is. It comes nicely packaged with lots of cables and connectors. I often judge a product like this by how well it integrates itself into my daily life. I've used the xCAN a lot, and I've used it to watch a lot of content from Netflix and Amazon Prime, and I've enjoyed every single second of it because the sound quality has been so good. The xCAN over Bluetooth has been rock solid, as I previously mentioned. It just fills you with the confidence that this is a well-built, well-designed, quality product. I can't see many people not being really happy with one. I think iFi Audio have been really clever here in releasing the xCAN because it offers enough for the majority of people who are not really that bothered about MQA and DSD and would prefer to keep £100 in their pockets, but who still want a great sounding, really well built, reliable and sturdy Bluetooth based headphone amplifier. Only one really big question left: how does the xCAN compare with the xDSD for outright sound quality? Even if you're not using MQA or DSD files, does the xDSD deserve that £100 anyway for its different DAC section and bits and pieces? Well, maybe I'll get to find out in the near future. But for £299, the xCAN gets my seal of approval. It's an absolutely fantastic, lovely, lovely, lovely thing. So I hope you enjoyed this review and hit that thumbs up button if you did. Make sure you go and visit our website for more headphones, hi-fi and AV material. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hitting that notification bell so that you get a nudge every time we create a new video. I hope you've enjoyed this one and I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.